Hey there guys, welcome to the next cosplay spotlight here on Pop Culture Crafts. This one's going to be another Doctor Who spotlight, which is always a huge favorite of mine. Hopefully you guys like it as well. And if all goes well, there will be another Doctor Who related spotlight coming on the channel later tonight, so we'll have to wait and see if that gets posted. Hopefully it will be. But this one we're going to focus on a 10th Doctor costume. Alright, so this is going to be a specific cosplay of a single episode, and that episode is the 2007 Christmas special, Voyage of the Damned, in which the 10th Doctor kind of walks around on a ship called the Titanic, and it had a very Titanic and Christmas theme to the entire special. So it's relatively a simple costume. It's one of the few episodes where the 10th Doctor really got all spiffied up for the special, and it's a great costume to put together, fairly easy. So let's dive right into the costume here. So what I usually do is start with the bottom of the costume and work my way up. So not changing anything, we're going to start with the shoes. Now this was the one episode where instead of wearing the burgundy or cream colored Converse All-Stars, he actually went with a pair of high top black and white All-Stars, which is pretty cool. I got these for about $8 at my local thrift store. They were a great buy, and they usually retail for about $40 to $50 if you try, depending on where you get them. So if you happen to find them at your local thrift store just in that specific color pattern, you can definitely use them. There is a much cheaper option. You can actually get these pair of kind of knockoff brand at Walmart or a bunch of other department stores. They're made by Faded Glory. They're not high tops, as you can see, but depending on how long your trousers are, you can probably get away with these and nobody will really notice the fact that you're wearing the lower cut ones rather than the high tops. So these are a great alternative. You can get these for about $13 for a pair. Big difference between the $40 to $50 that you spend for the actual name brand Converse. So that's pretty an easy cheap buy there. So moving up from there, we have the pants and suit combo. He did wear a tuxedo jacket in the episode, but you can't really tell in some scenes. So this is just a basic all black suit and pants that I've been using for a couple years now, just on various, it's pretty much my business attire that works really well for this costume. So if you happen to have a black suit and pants at home, you can definitely use that for this cosplay. If you're trying to go out and find something specific, I would try thrift stores, consignment shops, places where a lot of clothing is sold at cheaper prices, and you can probably find an all black suit and pants to go with it at a pretty cheap price. So that's pretty much the major part of the costume, are the pants and the suit jacket. From there we go to the simple white dress shirt. Once again, nothing fancy, just like the suit. This is just a plain white dress shirt you could wear for like a uniform, maybe a work uniform. I got this at a local thrift store for like $1.50. So you can definitely find them at local thrift stores. The place you want to check to see if they're really used is the collar, because the collar will usually be the first part to kind of start turning yellow on a nice crisp white dress shirt. Regular collar, doesn't have a French collar or anything like that. The bow tie is obviously going to go right underneath the collar, which I'll talk about next. I think the original dress shirt did have cufflinks. These are just kind of just buttoned on the ends, but you can kind of just work with that because you don't actually see the cufflinks in a lot of the scenes, so you can pretty much get away with wearing just a simple white dress shirt, which I have here. The last piece that actually completes the costume is the bow tie. Now the 10th Doctor didn't wear too many bow ties. I think I can count on one hand the number of times that he wore one. But in this episode he wore kind of a nice woven style bow tie. It's actually much bigger on the sides than in the middle. And this one's a pre-tied. You just loop it around the collar and just kind of clip it in. You could probably go with a self-tie bow tie, but a lot of those are much narrower and smaller on the ends. So if you want to try to go for that really puffy bow tie look which he had in the episode, it probably pays to go with one that's already pre-tied so you can see exactly what it looks like, loop it around your collar, and then you're done. But he definitely wore one that was really poofy, that was much wider on the side, probably about 3 inches on each side versus the 2 or 1.5 that you typically see in bow ties, and that's a great compliment to the costume. It really complements the white shirt and the black suit that goes with it, and of course the black All-Stars on the bottom. Now let's move on to accessories. Now when it comes to accessories, it's a bit different than working with a normal cosplay because you're kind of limited if you want to go for accuracy to the number of accessories that he used in the specific episode. So the 3 accessories I pretty much have are the sonic screwdriver, just a $30 toy, which you've seen me use on the channel a few times. Just a great, overall prop for all your 10th Doctor cosplays. You have the psychic paper, once again, just basic 10th Doctor props here. And last but certainly not least, the brainy specs, which he wore a few times in the episode. So it's with accessories, you pretty much have those 3 basic things, and that's pretty much all you have to work with, but it'll go great with the costume. And once again, I said before, this is kind of an easy costume to put together. There's really not too much to it, but I think a lot of people who will recognize it, especially if they are huge 10th Doctor fans. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this cosplay spotlight on the 10th Doctor, Voyage of the Damned Christmas special cosplay. As I said before, it's very easy to put together. I'm kind of working on putting together myself a much more advanced 10th Doctor cosplays in the future, like the brown suit with the trench coat and everything. So I pretty much I wanted to put this one together so I would have a 10th Doctor version to work with, even if it was just for a specific episode. And a lot of the things I had already, which kind of worked out. It's always great when you have a bunch of things already in your closet that can work for a cosplay. And all the other things I kind of got because I'm working on that future 10th Doctor cosplay down the line. So all that kind of worked for this one as well. So I kind of got an extra costume out of all those accessories I've been getting. So as I said before, I hope you liked the video. There'll be hopefully another Doctor Who cosplay spotlight on the 11th Doctor coming tonight. So watch out for that, and I'll catch you guys next time on the channel for more videos coming soon. Stay tuned.